Well, good morning, and I say morning lightly, nearly afternoon. Got here, I'm on the Trent, on one of the Midland angling societies or angling club waters, where I've got a ticket for. I think it's called Hoveringham, Hoveringham, where I am. But yeah, I got here at about 6:30 this morning, and the heavens had opened, probably half an hour away from here. And they pretty much haven't stopped raining all morning, although that isn't what the forecast is, and it's meant to brighten up later on and get a bit sunny. So hopefully when I turn the camera on with a fish, that would be good. It'll be a bit better weather and I won't be sat under the umbrella. But yeah, as I say, I think I ended my last vlog saying I'd be coming up to the Trent, so don't know this stretch at all, never fished it, so had a little cast around with the lead before I got here, or before I started fishing, albeit because it was drizzling I didn't spend too long finding some spots. But basically if I go halfway out into the river, it's just a smooth glide as you pull your rod back, and about a third of the way out you then get to a few rocks and boulders, nothing major, but there's a few rocks out there. So basically what I'm doing, I'm fishing my upstream rod, so left hand rod is a third of the way out. That's on a feeder and started off on meat. I've now changed that over to a boilie, and then the right hand rod, the downstream rod is it's probably half a rod length further out and a couple of rod lengths further along, just in case the bait that's coming out of the swim feeder is trickling down to there. And the plan today was to keep casting every 20 minutes the swim feeder, get lots of bait in the water. But because it's been non-stop rain, I've just sat under my umbrella, I'd say with the dog. I don't know what's been wrong with the dog, albeit we haven't seen rain for 8 weeks where we live, so maybe he's forgotten what it is, but he's just sat down by the rods in a pouring rain all morning. He's finally come up here as I've turned the camera on. But yeah, so plan of attack is just to do that, keep feeding the spots and see if the fish come along. There was one guy here when I got here, it's about 100 yards downstream from me, Graham. I spoke to him, he'd done the night, he had 2 bream sort of within an hour of putting his rods out last night, but then he's had nothing else, no taps or anything. So we'll just see what happens. Probably fishing in about, judging by the drop of the lead, I'd say 4 or 5 foot of water I'm fishing in. So yeah, I think I say it a few times, I've fished a Trent before. It's not like when I'm fishing a 7 and I expect to have a fish within the first couple of hours, if not I'm moving. On here I just think the fish are more nomadic and not in big shoals, so you've just got to keep trickling the bait in and hope that something comes along and finds it. That's what I think anyway, so we'll see what happens. I am going to, now it's stopped raining, keep casting that rod every 20 minutes, keep trying different baits. Unfortunately I couldn't get any maggots because my local shop isn't open on a Monday and this is a Tuesday. I would like to have maggots out on one rod, but I'll keep trying different pellets and see what happens, and hopefully I'm turning the camera on with a fish in the near future. So yeah, see you then. Okay, welcome back. Well, you will have just seen I had a bream. Yeah, at least if you're going to have a bream, let's have a bronze bream, not one of them slimy silver things. Not the bronze bream isn't slimy. But yeah, that was a weird one because I had that bite and then put the rod back out and I'm literally hitting the same spot every single time. Had a big bang on it, but nothing was there. And I thought, something's moving in. And then nothing since then. So very strange morning. It's brightened up a little bit now, so I can keep casting more constantly. I'm casting sort of I alternate rods every 10 minutes, so fresh bait on the spots every 20 minutes if you like. And that's the plan of attack. I'm just going to keep on baiting up those spots. I can just see the dog's tails in the way. He's sort of settled down now. I don't know what was wrong with him earlier, but he's calmed down a bit now. So yeah, what else can I say about this? Well, at least I'm not far from the car. I think I forgot to mention that earlier. I could have been fishing just in front of the car. I'm not in that actual peg, but I don't know, 200 yards from the car, I guess. So not too bad. And I think I said before, this is a place where I can stay. Well, you can do nights here. As I said, I spoke to that guy this morning. He's Graham down there. He's done the night. So I'm not going to do a night. I'm going to fish on till about 7 o'clock tonight, simply because of busy week. I've got loads to do tomorrow, so I need to get home. I should be home by just after 9. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going to turn this vlog on, or turn the video camera on, GoPro on, whatever you want to call it, in the very near future with a barbel. I may start my favourite tactic just out in front of me. It's like 3 foot deep there, so I may start from about, well, it's 1 o'clock now, about 3 o'clock start trickling some hemp and pellet into there, then probably 5 o'clock start fishing that spot in the hope that something comes along. And the way the wind's blowing, it's coming into me and then spinning back outside. That may draw fish down, who knows. Try anything really to get a fish, but as always, you know, coming one barbel, I'll be happy. Any more than that, very happy indeed. So we'll see what we can do. I'll turn the camera on in a little while, hopefully with a fish, as I say. See you then. Welcome back. So not a lot to report really. I've started baiting up this inside line just behind me by the tree, and I've actually started fishing the method down there now, and sort of 30 minutes it's been down there and I'm starting to get constant knocks on it now. Every time I put a new one out you're getting knocks. Obviously a lot of little fish in there, but hopefully that will attract the bigger fish in. That's the theory anyway. I will change that over to my trusted meat, probably by 5 o'clock, and then do the last couple of hours with a bit of meat down there in the hope of nicking a barbel. Not a lot else to report really this afternoon. I suppose the main event of the afternoon, if you can call it that, was a close encounter with the cows. So basically I was doing something up there, making a rig up or something, and I heard the dog growl, looked down. There was a cow down here, sort of 20 feet from my rods, and my dog was between the rods and him, which is very unlike my dog because he's scared of his own shadow normally. So I was quite impressed with that. So anyway, I came down and I stood by the dog as well, and in the end the cow went up there. Fine. They was up there all afternoon behind my brolly. And they started wandering off because I could hear them wandering away. Then the dog went round the corner Next thing, the dogs come running past me under the umbrella onto that, and I can hear a cow running. Mate, this cow poked its head round the corner, and with it another 8 or 9 came, and one of them had horns, so that wasn't a cow. And yeah, they did not move from next to my brolly for a good hour. And yeah, even I was starting to get worried. One tried to push its way through the back of the brolly, and my cup in my hand basically hit on the nose through the brolly, and that backed off. But yeah, other than that, not a lot's happened. But you know, I always fancy these last couple of hours of the day. That rod a third of the way out, I've tried every single bait on there going now. So it's the only thing that's caught anything was the boilie, which had the bream and then the aborted take straight after the bream. It's now got a cheesy garlic pellet out there. Hopefully that'll work. That's the last thing for me to try. And as I say, I'm going to put a bit of meat on the inside. Nice little light lead piece of meat. And invariably that gets me out of trouble. It did, if you've watched my Fiskerton vlog, I'll put a link up here to the Fiskerton one we're having. I wrapped the vlog up. I'd had 2 barbel during the day, 2 small ones. And after turning the cameras off, the middle rod went with, I think it was a 9-pounder, and at the same time the inside rod went with an 11.4, which was my PB. So as I say, I'll put a link to that and you can watch that vlog, even though I've sort of spoiled the ending now. But yeah, anyway, hopefully that happens today. But I'll turn the camera on either way with a fish before the end, or just to wrap things up. So yeah, see you then. Well, time to wrap the vlog up. Unfortunately no fish. Still half an hour, but I thought I'll put the camera on now, wrap it up. It's coming over all cloud again. All the cows have come over again, so I'm going to be packing up with the cows around me. Hopefully they leave me alone. But yeah, nothing to report, unfortunately. It's not for lack of trying, but that's the thing with coming to a new venue. You've got to learn it. Hopefully somebody watches this vlog who fishes this venue and perhaps give me some tips, tell me I'm in the wrong part and I should be a mile down the road there or whatever. But yeah, it has happened on other vlogs. People are normally quite willing to give you some tips. So yeah, unfortunately a bit of a boring vlog for most people. But now I can, I'll get packed up. 2 hours, 20 minutes, the sat-nav saying, to get home. It's all Google Maps is saying. So yeah, unless something happens in the next 30 minutes, that's it for today. And see you somewhere on the bank next time. Not sure where it'll be or when, but it will be somewhere. Hopefully with a few fish as well. Thanks for watching. See you then.